Right, so we're playing ScooterFlow again. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 videos this week. The reason I'm doing a video this time is because we actually have mods already, which is kind of insane. If you look up here in the top left, you've got a whole bunch of settings. Now, I haven't played around with them too much. So yeah, you've got a whole bunch of stuff you can play around with. Gravity, push force, hop strength. There's a few other things I'm not sure about. Force and downforce, I'm not entirely sure what they are. Air, time, rotate speed. Smooth, amplify, slow down, min speed, animation speed. Change all this, you get a bunch of different stuff going on. For me, what I've found that works best is gravity, press minus once, so it's minus 10.3. Push force, actually I think I changed this already. It's from 1100 to 1400. What else? I don't know what smooth does, but I put it up to 1 anyway. Animation speed is okay. For the most part, you don't need to change that much. It seems okay. So that's kind of all this stuff. It's probably best to just play around with all those settings and figure it out for yourself when you can. There's some more interesting stuff on number 2. Bail, I think, is always on now. Before, there was another version of this that came out where the bails got messed up. The next thing is super interesting. Out of bounds. So that barrier that's around this whole map disappears. Instant animations. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I think it removes any delay that happens with tricks sometimes. Looping animations means you can do bar spins like multiple times, like that. You can't really do them on flat. Yeah, like that. You couldn't do that previously. I think if you turn it off. Oops. Yeah, it just sort of does one and stops. So that allows you to do multiples of that sort of thing. And another one. Fakie manual. Okay, let's get these off. Something that I'm not sure why it didn't work before. But yes, you can do this. Which adds to all the crazy Fakie tricks that are possible. I don't know, and just more like tech, manual combinations and all that sort of stuff. So I'm super happy that's in there. And yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that this game has been out 2 days and people are already modding it. It's probably going to be more stuff to come mod wise. And yeah, as you can see, just out into the map like it's nothing. And push force, I stick up to something ridiculous like, just do like 10,000 or something. And when you start, you'll be like zoomed at a ridiculous speed. For some reason it doesn't work like this. Maybe that's another setting somewhere. Maybe not. But yeah, if you just want like a boost of speed, put a marker down. Press, there you go. Yeah, there's like weird crossing things. Some are okay, some aren't. Okay, so in terms of what's actually outside, there's not a lot. To be perfectly honest, you're not gonna have like crazy bunch of stuff. There's like 1 or 2 ledges which you can play around with. I'll try and find it. But you do get walls, so it means you can do some wall ride stuff. I did find a sign that you can do stuff on in the park as default. So yeah, like that sort of stuff. Wall rides just seem, I guess it's not really wall rides, it's more like taps and stuff like that. But yeah, you can do that stuff pretty nice. Alright, so I found this like weird ledge bench setup thing. But honestly, the grinds don't work too well on it. I'm not sure even if you can like do it properly. I would also try and say where all this stuff is, but it's kind of confusing. Okay, grinds do work, but you may want to play around with a hop height to deal with some of that stuff. Okay, found some little benches. Oops. Yeah. Some little benches just on the end of this road here. Kind of just zooming around trying to find stuff. You can see the same sort of benches in a few places actually. Okay, we've got some ledge type stuff here. Let's maybe have a look at this. Okay, completely unrealistic, but you kind of like get on those ledges. I presume you can grind them as well. More of the same stuff here. Yeah, I found another little ledge. There's a few spots like that. They're kind of like randomly scattered around though. You've seen more of that thing. Just kind of copy it and paste it everywhere. It's kind of crazy that this just exists. Like, I wonder why all this was made. I wonder if it's going to get like filled out in the end. In between the gap. Actually, you couldn't get to this stuff before, like the barrier thing was taken off. It was like part of the reset zone or whatever you want to call it. Okay, you can't even ride it. Fair enough. None of this is supposed to be accessible and you're not really supposed to see any of this, so you can't really like blame the game for it not working or doing anything. I swear there's like these cool ledges somewhere, and I still can't find them. So I found another little ledge thing. Do a little backflip off it. Probably have to grind it as well, if you can get up top somehow. Maybe we can just like hop up one by one. It's probably a bad idea, isn't it? He will bail. I can't believe that actually worked. That was like the first try as well. Okay. That was something. Kind of want to manual down it, but it looks pretty hard. I guess that was a manual. I'll take it. Right, we finally found it. Like this set of ledges. It's pretty cool, I thought. Like a bank to ledge, some steps on the other side as well. Not sure how much you can do on it, because they're pretty high, but yeah. Ooh. Nice. Gotten used to the controls a little bit, kind of feeling it a bit more now compared to before. Basically just doing like 1,180 variations. Not like the coolest thing in the world, but you know, you can get up this as well. I haven't actually tried grinding a rail. Ooh, that's the closest I got to a grind on that thing. I also think you can like rail ride it as well. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think that about sums up all the interesting stuff around here. If I'm being completely honest, maybe go back to the park and just kind of play with the settings around a bit more. So yeah, back to the park. Pretty much sums up what I wanted to show in this video. I just kind of wanted to give you a tour of what's outside. I'll put a link in the description to the actual mod. It's super simple. You just put it in like the ScooterFlow directory. Replace the assembly file and that's it. It's a nice easy process. And it'll probably keep getting updated. I'm not sure if other stuff will become possible with this. This, along with the updates, it's kind of a promising thing. Like, hopefully this can keep up. Hopefully get some like modded maps as well. that wasn't going to work. I was playing around with nose manuals as well, but you can only do them for like half a second. It's maybe easier Fakie actually. You just kind of fall off, but if you time it right, it ends up looking like a little tap or something. And yeah, play around with the settings a bit is what I would say. See what works best for you. We could probably get it looking fairly realistic, slightly less floaty. I just kind of quickly changed settings and got to this point. I think there's probably more you can do, but I'll leave that to the smart people. You can also do rail rides like that. I'm going to do an edit video, but because there's no sound, it's a bit weird, so I may just talk over it and kind of explain some of the tricks I've been trying, figuring stuff out. But yeah, I kind of got these rail ride variations, some double grind stuff. Should be fairly interesting. Pretty hard, if I'm being honest, but yeah, you'll notice all these rails are flat, so you can actually get on them. It's not easy. You need to be like perfectly lined up because it's super flat, but you can get some interesting stuff going off those. And yeah, I'll probably put that video out on Friday. It'll just be a week of ScooterFlow, make the most of it while it's here. And back to pipe and all the other stuff afterwards. I actually didn't realize Scoot has a mod mode thing like this. I presume it's exactly the same. It's made by the same person. Because I wouldn't mind playing around with some of those settings. Those are a bit, I don't know. Everything seems super heavy after playing this, but that's probably because this is so floaty. Finding a balance in the middle would be interesting. And with Scoot having a few more tricks, if that stuff gets figured out, that may be like pretty cool to try. But yeah, plenty more to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.